The path that led me to Christ was filled with pain. I didn't believe in God. I never stepped foot in church. Never gave him any respect by any means. So October of 2010, I've already lost everything. I'm already separated from my wife. We've lost the house. My business is pretty much nothing at this point. I was hanging on to a dream. I also got mixed in with some drug use. And my wife at the time found out, and I didn't know that she found out. And so there was a knock at the door at my dad's, and it was the police. And they served me a 30-day restraining order against my daughter. So my daughter was taken away from me. And that was the hardest 30 days of my entire life. I have a very strong bond with my daughter. I mean, I was in such a dark place, and then she was taken, and never been mixed in with the law before. Never been mixed in with drugs, and so I didn't think I was going to see her again. You know, when the police took her away, that was it. And I needed to know where my daughter was at, and so I kept texting my ex-wife, or my wife at the time, you know, where's my daughter, where's my daughter? And she kept texting, I'm not going to tell you. I got in my truck, and on the 101 I found the pillar that I was going to just floor, you know, high speed my truck into and end my life. And I got off the freeway to circle back around, and I was coming up to the turn to get back on the freeway. A text came in, and it was my wife, and she said, I'm trying to be a good mother, so I'm going to tell you where where your daughter's at. And that had to be the work of God. The timing was just too perfect, because I was literally seconds away from, you know, ending it. Just getting that text just snapped me out of it. I was no longer wanting to commit suicide, and so I drove home and went to bed. And so the next morning I woke up, and the changes that were taking place, you know, even thinking that I thought I was a good father, you know, it was revealed to me that no, I wasn't. You know, how could I be a good father if I was doing drugs? And I got down on my knees again. I was just praying to God for forgiveness. You know, I was so sorry. The following morning, my sister calls me up, and she didn't know how close I was to taking my life, and I didn't know that the previous week she was researching churches for me to attend, and she called me up and she said, I found a church that I think fits your personality. I think you would enjoy going there. I jumped right on. I'm like, take me to church. Yes, definitely. I don't care what church, just take me to church. And so she took me to church the following Sunday, the Scottsdale Bible Church. And when I stepped foot in that church for the first time, it was like a presence came over me that I've never felt before. You know, that cliche where the whole church just emptied out and it was just me and Jamie. And, you know, I felt like Jamie was speaking to me directly, that everything he said was what I needed to hear that day. From that point on, I got to meet more people here, and it's just been outstanding. I alternate between security and teaching Sunday school. And Cactus Campus has been a complete blessing for both my daughter and myself. Throughout the week, she'll ask me, is it church day? Is it church day? And, you know, and I have to disappoint her. Well, no, I've got a couple more days, and she loves coming here. For 39 years of my life, I didn't believe in God, and yet God is always there to lift me up. And it's through my struggles that He's transforming me to be a better man, to become more Christ-like. And it's through my struggles that He strengthens my faith and my trust in Him. I'm Jason Dias, and this is my story.